Hello, welcome to Cat's Love. Today I'm talking about cat litter. So when you get a new batch of cat litter, you gotta throw the old one out, as keeping the old batch for longer than needed can lead to a lot of problems in the future, like a terrible smell, urine simply getting glued to the bottom of the litter box, and your cat may just stop using the litter box entirely and will go to the bathroom outside of it. You pretty much have to switch batches every now and then. It's recommended for you to switch it out at least every month or so. But where do you get rid of it? Obviously, you could just throw the old batch away, or you could be a litter bug and dump it outside. Or you could pull a litter bug and just dump the batch outside. Or you could flush it. Toilets are made to deal with sewage, so why not flush your cat's stool down it? Well, let's get into it. Today we're answering 3 questions. Can you flush regular cat litter? What is flushable cat litter? And should you flush cat litter? Let's get into it. So cat litter, depending on brand, is usually made out of clay. This is due to the fact that it absorbs liquid when wet, so it's used to absorb urine and turn it into a clump. Others are made out of silica gel, and recycled material like paper, walnut shells, and even corn. It depends on the brand, so to give us a standard, we're going to be using the all-natural, Tidy Cats, unscented clay cat litter. It's just your usual unscented basic cat litter. It also features activated charcoal, I'm pretty sure. It does. So the main ingredients are clay and activated charcoal. And obviously any other preservatives, and if you're using scented litter, then the ingredients list would also include the scented pellets. But those 2 are the main ingredients, so let's break it down. Can you flush the individual ingredients? Starting with the charcoal. It's not recommended to flush charcoal in general, as it does not naturally dissolve in water. Activated charcoal could obviously lead to clogs. Some could be severe and it can damage your pipes and also damage local water infrastructure. But activated charcoal isn't a main ingredient in cat litter. But activated charcoal isn't really even the main ingredient. In fact, it's only a small component compared to the rest. It's only there pretty much to control the odor. So then the main ingredient, clay, can you flush it? Well, the most commonly used type of clay, bentonite, is most commonly used in skincare products, typically the face masks. Bentonite clay is hardening. It absorbs moisture really good, which is why it's used in cat litter for urine control, and to make it to where you can scoop the urine in the first place. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to flush a water-absorbing object down the toilet that hardens into practically a rock when coming into contact with any liquid. It will likely cause severe clogging and will probably damage your pipes. So that means it's not advised to flush regular cat litter, but what about non-clumping? Non-clumping cat litter doesn't even clump. Non-clumping cat litter doesn't even absorb water, so it shouldn't react to being flushed, right? Well, no. Even non-clumping cat litter is still usually made out of these same ingredients. The only component that isn't there is a binding agent. So even non-clumping still absorbs, and yet again, it still doesn't break down. Whatever it is that you're trying to flush down the toilet completely depends if it can naturally dissolve or break down in water. Like toilet paper, which is made to break down quickly. So we want to find a cat litter that can dissolve in water, which introduces flushable cat litter. A cat litter marketed as one that you can trust to not destroy your pipes. It's made out of biodegradable materials like wood, corn, and wheat. It's said to be better for the environment and easier on us cat owners. Or is it? Not really, to be honest. It's not made out of absorbable clay, so you'll be scooping loose and damp cat litter instead of sturdy clumps. So on average, that means that you would actually be trashing more cat litter than you would be with the average clumping cat litter. Also, the odor control would be pitiful compared to the clumping cat litter, as clumping cat litter usually has the odor protection that flushable and non-clumping doesn't. But what about the flushing aspect? Yes, indeed, flushable cat litter is made out of biodegradable materials like walnut shells and newspaper. But you shouldn't flush walnut shells or newspaper to begin with. Anyways, it is biodegradable, and it will eventually break down over a long period of time. But toilet paper breaks down a lot faster. So our toilets and plumbing in general aren't made from materials that break down over a long period of time. But the newspaper and walnut shells are grinded down into little pieces. So it should be fine, right? Well, still no. Once that comes into contact with our animals' waste, it can build up an accumulation, which can, of course, clog your pipes. So flushable cat litter, even being marketed as one that you can flush, isn't really advised to be flushed. And this also brings another problem into the litter box of issues with flushing cat litter in general. Your cat's stool in itself. Cat stool, when coming into touch with cat litter, will usually dehydrate due to the fact that the litter is absorbing, so it will dehydrate it. Which means even if you try to get by scooping and then flushing, then it could still lead to problems even if you're not flushing the cat litter itself. Cat litter will basically petrify your cat's stool, and your toilet isn't built to handle petrified poop. This is getting weird. So then, can or should you flush cat litter? Well, final answer, no. It's too much of a risk on your plumbing, and all the ingredients in cat litter, plus the fact that most of it isn't biodegradable or water soluble, and the fact that most, if not all of it, absorbs in the first place, means that it just shouldn't be flushed. Legit, the only way to get around this is if you potty train your cat, but at that point that wouldn't even include cat litter. So, stick with throwing it away and make sure you dispose of it properly. Of course, there will be that one cat litter that swears up and down that you can flush it no matter what, but plumbers and plumbing experts have and still advise that you shouldn't and should only flush the 3 Ps. Pee, poop, and paper. Toilet paper. Anyways, thanks for watching. I thought I've done weird videos before, but today we legit talked about petrified poop. That pretty much shows that this litter month is going to be a little weirder. Yes, we're doing litter month 2.0, which means for pretty much all of November, excluding the cat breed profiles, we're talking all about cat litter, litter boxes, and all that type of stuff. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to be talking about how to eliminate litter box odors. This has been Cat's Love. I'll see you next time.